Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. This is third video for reduce array helper. In the previous video, we saw one common example for getting a sum of array values and another real-time example like how can we extract a complex JSON object and get our array using a reduce helper. And in the another video, we have seen like how can we remove duplicate element from the array and how can we get the unique value. So this is a very common interview question which generally gets in the interview, and if you want to go through that video, so you can find the link in the description block. And today we are going to discuss about balanced parentheses. This is the last video for reduce helper. So for example, we can see that here we are having three open parenthesis syntax and three closing parenthesis syntax. So we can see that this parenthesis is balanced, so we should get the true for this. And below we can see that we are having four open parenthesis syntax but only three are getting closed, so we should get false for that. So let's see how can we write a function, write a code for this in a example. So let's start. So step one is let's create one variable which contains parenthesis. So let's make one balanced parenthesis first. So we can see that we are having equal opening and closing parenthesis syntax. And let's give the name of this also. So maybe we can say str equals to this. Now we need to make an array of this string. So I should get each of this parenthesis at one index of array. So how can I do this? Yes, correct. We can use split method of array. So of string. So str dot split, and how we want to split it with the empty space. So let's do this. So now we are having our array contains each parenthesis value. If you want, we can quickly print our array and we can verify this as well. So let's click on run. So we can see that my each character are coming on the one index of array. Now I can use my reduce array helper. So arr dot reduce, and as we know that reduce array helper run the reducer function on each element. So let's write our reducer function. So first should be the output. So here output I want as a number, and second will be the each element. So maybe we can say item. Let's write one arrow function, and here I'm going to initialize my number with the 0. Now what I want is, if I'm getting this opening parenthesis syntax, I want to increase my number with +1. And if I'm getting this closing parenthesis syntax, so I want to decrease my number with -1. So if I will increase, for example, if I will increase this parenthesis with 1, so I will get 1 here, then for second I will get 2, then 3, then 4, and then 4 minus 1 3, then 3 minus 1 2, 2 minus 1 2 minus 1 1, and 1 minus 1 is 0. So if our parenthesis is balanced, so my output will always be 0. So let's write this logic here. So let me check if item equals to opening parenthesis. So I am going to increase my number with 1, and similarly if my item is closing parenthesis, so I'm going to decrease my number with And now finally our reduce should return our number. So let me add return statement here. And now I can add one condition. If, let's wrap this under a if. So if I'm getting 0 from my reduce, then my string is balanced. So I can print like balanced, and else I can say that not balanced. So let's copy this and paste it here, and then we can see that not balanced. And we can remove this console because we don't need this now. Let's clear our console and let's click on run. So as this parenthesis is balanced, so I should get balanced in my console. So let's click on run. So I can see that I'm getting balanced. But what if we have one extra closing parenthesis here? So let me add one extra closing parenthesis. So now we can see that we are having 1, 2, 3, 4 closing parentheses. Sorry, 5 closing parentheses, and 1, 2, 3, 4 is a opening parenthesis. So now I should get not balanced in my output. So let's clear console and let's click on run. So I'm getting not balanced. So my code is working fine, but still we are having one issue. What if I'm going to pass my parenthesis like this? So here I should get not balanced, but let's see what I'm getting. Let me clear my console. Let's click on run. So I'm getting balanced. So if you will have first closing syntax and then opening syntax for parenthesis, so my number will goes in the negative, right? In the less than 0. So what I can do is I can write one condition. If number is less than 0, then I want to return my number. And now let's see, I should get balanced, imbalanced. So I can see that I am getting not balanced now. And now let's make it balanced. So let me add one correct syntax here, and now let's see what I'm getting. So we are getting balanced now, even if we are having some syntax in between, some characters or something, and even here also. And now let's run. Let me clear one console and let's run. So I'm getting balanced again. Before we end, I have one task, or we can say homework or exercise for you. So I'm sharing that JS Fiddle link in the description block, and this is what I'm doing is I'm creating one function that's called isBalancedString, and I may pass this parenthesis or this bracket or curly bracket or anything in this function, and in the open syntax I will tell that what it is, parentheses or curly bracket or what it is, and close syntax also I will tell what is the closing syntax. So what is the work for you? You have to write a code using a reduce, and based on this string, first you have to split that string with empty space using a split method, and on that array you can use reduce method, and you can check for this open and close syntax, and based on the logic what we have implemented in our video, you can find that passing string is balanced or not balanced. And I'm writing some, like, if you will pass like this, so I should get true in console. If I will pass like this, so I should get false, because we are having some extra closing parenthesis. Here we are having balanced, so I should get true. And here we are not having balanced one, so we should get false. So I hope you will be able to write this code, and I would be very happy if you can share your experience in the comment box. So that's all for this video. Thank you for watching.